it's almost time to wash dishes. Been cooking a lot of ground beef lately. And because of that, I have many greasy plates and cups and dishes that since I live alone in a one-bedroom apartment, I've decided are easier to wash by hand than use the dishwasher. So, in my unending effort, good morning, Chip, to be productive, while I'm brewing up my coffee, I decided to fill the sink and get my dishes started, at least let them soak in some soapy water for a while. Oh yeah, that's what I've done. And while I'm doing that, I've got a clean, warm cup. I've got a nice brewed pot of coffee. I will pour my coffee. And I'm excited about this coffee, I'll tell you. I got up really early today. Gonna swing over here. Gonna find something to set my phone against that won't be lit on fire shortly. Oh, sit down with you fine folk and talk for a little while. So good morning. Good morning. Hello, Alejandro. Good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. Excuse me, burping a little bit. It is Tuesday morning. It is April 15th, which is tax day for those in the United States. It is 5:49 a.m. Happy Tuesday. It's a little show I've been doing for quite some time. Okay. Somebody said they loved me. You're making me blush. This is a show I've been doing for quite some time. It is a show about me talking. It is a show about me sharing some feelings, kind of sharing a little bit about the ups and downs we have in life. Oh, it's nice. It's really a block of ice up to about here, and then just a little water on top, so not much hydrating capability because it's mostly ice. But I'll tell you what, it's cold. Cold's good. But for those that have been watching a while, hello, Tyler. For those that have been watching a while, you know it's not just a show about me talking. Oh, you know that. Kind of cold and wet out there, by the way, for anyone wondering. Look at the it says snow's going to be stopping in the next few minutes here. Doesn't look like snow, but everything's wet out there. It's like 35 degrees. It's cold. It's nice to be in here. For those that have been watching a while, like I said, you know it's a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I got a nice hot cup of coffee in front of me. And I am so excited to have my first sip. My hope is wherever you are, whatever you're doing, that you have a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. Oh. Oh. It's nice. That is really nice. Oh, was at the store, was it yesterday? It might have been yesterday. It might have been 2 days ago. Probably 2 days ago. Doing some coffee shopping. Bought a couple bags of the Starbucks coffee and one was a flavored coffee, the toasted coconut mocha, and then the other was I think my favorite coffee, which is the Starbucks Sumatra, and I am enjoying the Starbucks Sumatra today. Somebody says they're about to grind some coffee beans. Such a loud, painful noise. It'd be hard to do that early in the morning if you lived with other people. When you needed to make the coffee, when you were up before the rest of the house, and you only had coffee beans, and coffee beans that are not ground are of no real value. I mean, maybe you'd get a little coffee if you just put them in the strainer and drip the water through, but I'm guessing the coffee would come out pretty watery. So they need to be ground. And again, that gives us, opens us up to that loud, annoying coffee sound. Let's see, your head is brighter than my future. Well, okay. Let's see, I go down to the basement and shut the door to grind coffee beans so it doesn't wake anyone up. See, that's just part of it. That's kind of what I'm talking about. It sounds like a pain in the butt. How much better is coffee when you freshly ground the beans than when you buy it ground? I mean, it's pretty damn good when you buy it ground, because I'm drinking it right now. And let me see. Oh yeah, it's pretty damn good. Personally, don't take offense, I think grinding your own coffee beans, at least for me, at least for this moment, is some elitist coffee drinking snobby thing to do. I mean, I might change my ways, but I'm 56. I'm becoming an old dog. They say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I don't know why I'd start grinding my coffee at 56. Whoever was grinding it right now said they were going to go down to their basement and grind the coffee so it didn't wake anybody up. Sounds like a big pain in the ass to me. Let's see. Somebody says it's cheaper. I don't know how cheaper it could be. Grinding your own coffee beans is the most Tory thing ever. I don't know what that means. What is the most Tory thing ever? Isn't like Tory a party in... It's a British thing, I think. And I think it's a House of Parliament. You have the commoners. I don't know what you have. I don't know what goes on over there in Britain. But I don't know what Tory means for sure. Let's see, just go to my local department store and grind my coffee in their machines. It saves on electricity. Well, yes, it would save on electricity. You'd be using the local department store. But again, pain in the ass. You are having to take your coffee beans to the local department store and say, hello, department store, will you please grind my beans? Again, until further notice, I'm just going to continue to buy them ground because it makes sense that way. Let's see. Tory means conservative. Oh, so here I am. Again, my name's Ken Tracy, and I'm coming at you from Appleton, Wisconsin. I live in a one-bedroom apartment that I moved into about 2.5 weeks ago. I'm twice divorced. I grew up in the suburbs of Chicago, the western suburbs of Chicago. Moved here to Wisconsin a couple months ago. First moved into a hotel. Found a job, been working hard at that job, moved into an apartment, like I said, about 2.5 weeks ago that I love, yet it's as yet fairly unfurnished, minus this kitchen table, a dresser in my bedroom. I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you. Here's some boxes that aren't packed. For anyone that's from Britain, there's a picture of St. Andrews over there. There's my kitchen. There's an open cabinet. There's a Coffee with Ken picture a friend painted for me. Isn't that sweet? Here's my big windows behind me. My bedroom's over there. I'm not going to show you that today just because that would involve me getting out of my chair. But my point was my apartment's relatively unfurnished as of yet. And I know there's a kind of echo in here when I'm talking. I can kind of hear the reverb on it. And I'm wondering, I'm planning to get a couch soon and maybe a 5x8 sectional rug or whatever it's called. And wondering if that would dim the effects of the echo, just filling the place a little bit, softening up the floor a little bit. But either way, I love my apartment, so I'm gonna have another sip of coffee. Let's see, hello there. St. Andrew is from Scotland. He sure is. He sure is. Have I seen the Minecraft movie? No, I haven't, nor will I. What advice would I give someone who loves your videos but has autism? Well, keep watching my videos because it apparently brings you joy. I don't know what I would give advice to somebody with autism outside of the advice I'd give to everybody else. Keep going. Life's event occasionally going to be hard and feel like it's beating you down, but you keep going, you keep getting up, and you keep trying to get a little better every day. Whether you have autism or not, I don't think it should impact those goals. Get a little smarter, get a little kinder, be a little nicer to yourself, and shake veterans' hands and pick up litter. Exercise. Oh, let me see. Bruce Willis is giving good advice, somebody said. Well, I appreciate that. I like Bruce Willis. I got a leather coat that I bought a few years ago. Until 2 months ago, I owned a scooter, a Suzuki Bergman 400. And I didn't have like official riding gear, like motorcycle gear, but I knew a leather coat would provide some level of protection in case of an accident. So I bought a nice, cool-looking, heavy leather coat. It's kind of worn, and but it's so darn heavy. I mean, I think the coat must weigh 20 pounds at least. And so I don't wear it too often because I sold my scooter to move to Wisconsin. Let's see, do I have a collection of hats to wear? I have several baseball hats that I really don't wear very often. I really don't. I kind of like my bald head. I'm not sure I like the feeling of wearing a hat unless I'm golfing. I'm not sure totally what the purpose of a hat is. Obviously, it could provide some warmth, could keep the sun off you. But for me, just to pop on a hat because I'm going to the coffee shop or something, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I think without hair, I don't know. I just don't really see much purpose in it. I don't have messy hair. I don't have hair I need to hide from because it's not showered or whatever, or washed. And so I don't wear my hats very often. When I go golfing, I do. What's the most fun I've had in Wisconsin since I moved here? What's the most fun I've had? It's gonna sound so lame. I haven't had what somebody would call fun in a traditional sense. I haven't, I don't know, golfed even. I just say experiencing every moment, and that's going to sound more huggy-feely than I mean it to be. But I'd say just living life, going to church, getting shopping, buying cups and a coffee maker, and getting this table, and getting my air mattress, and feeling like I have a home, taking a bath, sweeping up the floor. Just all the little moments that we take for granted, I'm not taking for granted. Again, I'm twice divorced. For a while, I was, so I have a lot of financial responsibilities, and I was switching careers from a real estate agent about 3 years ago, and was having a hard time keeping a roof over my head, and paying the financial responsibilities and whatever. So it feels so good having this home, kind of building my dreams, if you will. I guess if I was most excited, if I had to pick a moment I was most excited, was a day a few months ago, or 2 months ago maybe, when I came across, there was a single family home. I live in downtown Appleton, which is a really cool town. It's got a bunch of coffee shops and bars and restaurants, and it's got kind of a cool vibe. There's a little university at the end of the street called Lawrence. And I came across, I think I was still in Oshkosh staying at a friend's at this time, but a small single family home, maybe half a mile that way. And I was so excited. It was a snowy day. The home was cute as a button and looked perfect for me. And I could dream having my kids up and getting a dog and walking around. And I was just so excited. I was messaging the the description, I guess, of the home to everybody I knew or anybody I thought would be interested. And I think just that the excitement I felt and the dream I felt and the possibility I felt that I could buy this home and have a really cool life, I guess, if that could be described as fun. Let me see. Somebody's taking a shower in your house in the day and age is enough to call wealthy. Most poor people don't have those necessities. Well, I certainly didn't have those necessities for a long time. Again, I was staying in my car. I was driving to Yellowstone, where I worked last summer as a waiter. And it feels good having, I don't know, a place to hang my St. Andrew's picture. I don't have a lot of things in life anymore, but just that picture is something that means a lot to me, because my mother grew up in Scotland, and my brothers and I were at that course many years ago, and that picture means a lot to me. Somebody is chilling with their cat. Do bars and coffee shops make a town cool? Yeah, I think so. For me, I think a vibe that they give it a vibe, a cool energy, a scene, if you will. I think so. Let's see, I don't know. Cats are great. Hello, Klaus. Am I a waiter here? I am a Nepali. Somebody from Nepal joined. I appreciate you, Nepal visitor. Have I ever visited the big lake near me, Lake Winnebago? I actually, when I moved here, I'll tell you, I had a friend living in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. And I knew Oshkosh was on Lake Winnebago. And I was staying with my friend looking for jobs, and realized maybe Oshkosh felt a little small town for me. So, and had heard nice things about Appleton, and came up and started looking for work and housing up here. Honestly, I thought Appleton was also on Lake Winnebago. I'm not sure how far Lake Winnebago is. I think it's a couple miles that way. But here in where I'm at, they have these massive rivers that really feel like lakes. And I don't know if they're really rivers or what they call them. but they're huge and they feel like lakes. And it's hard to tell what is a lake and what is some other body of water, as silly as that sounds. So I've only been to Lake Winnebago when I was staying at my friend's and it was cold out, and we drove on the ice during February, which was sturgeon season, and it was kind of interesting. Apparently, people spear sturgeon in February and take the fish and hang them outside bars to be weighed and measured. It's popular up here. Let's see. I sound like Mike Rowe. You should get a job narrating on the Discovery Channel. Let's see. Should I get a job narrating on the Discovery Channel? Well, it's funny because I'm not ruling out any sort of job. And a few months ago, I had somebody say, hey, you've got a great voice for radio. You should get a job on the radio. And honestly, I think my voice translates to YouTube, and I think you can make a really good living if you build an audience on YouTube. I think a lot of us are too anxious and expecting overnight results, and I'm patient. I enjoy drinking coffee and talking to whatever audience shows up on YouTube and growing my audience every day. But anyway, during the night I woke up, I might have been editing one of these live videos, and I talked about working at a radio station. And I said, I wonder if any radio station in Appleton, Wisconsin is hiring. So I looked on Indeed, searched up radio, and did not find any jobs available for voice talent on radio. My point is I wouldn't rule it out, but I'm not super actively searching for a new career in radio. Let's see. You could be a good radio host, voice talent. I've heard that. Somebody tried giving blood today. They have 2 small veins. I need to give blood, high iron. Okay. Somebody wants me to go to Hollywood. No, I don't like California. I mean, nothing personal against California. But I don't like California, really. It was fun. I was there for a few months in like 1991. I tried to move there. And it's okay. But I like weather. I like seasons. I like green grass. And I think I like the Midwest. Ken, wall art or rugs might help with this bit of echoing. Yeah, no, I got a rug I'm going to buy. I mean, I don't have a rug picked out, but I've seen some rugs. There's plenty of 5x8 rugs. They often will sell for like $50 to $100, depending on the rug. But I've been spending, I mean, not a lot of money. Feels like I've been spending a lot of money. I've been going out buying basic things, coffee makers, skillets, groceries, air mattresses, things like that. And I don't know, spending $100 too often when I go shopping. And again, I have other bills to pay for, so I'll get a rug soon. Rugs pull the room together. Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to get one. I know where it's going to go. It's going to go right over there. It's going to have a couch around it. It's going to be probably a smallish couch with a little chase so I can chill out, throw my feet up. Probably buy a TV after all so I can watch CNBC, watch The 5, watch some documentaries on something. Let's see. Hello there from Ireland. How are you? Cloud Strife's talking about cats. Yeah, no, I'm not going to get a cat. I'm not going to get a cat. Rugs are nasty. I don't know why rugs would be nasty. Uh, somebody hasn't seen Coffee with Ken in about a month. You're thinking I got an apartment. I did get an apartment. I'm in it right now. Can you show us the room you're in, please? Well, I guess I don't see why not, but I can't keep giving the tour of the room I'm in. It's a lofty style apartment. It's got huge windows. It's overlooking Appleton, Wisconsin. Here is my kitchen behind me. It's a nice sized apartment. It's a big room. There's other models in this building, but this I found by far the coolest just because I love these windows and I like kind of the open space. In there is my bedroom. In there is my bathroom. In there is my laundry. Imagine, I used to be a realtor. What got me into videos was shooting real estate videos, actually. And it's kind of funny doing tours of my own place now. It's easy doing a tour of a one-bedroom apartment. Only takes a minute. While I'm up, I'm getting myself some more coffee. Maybe you guys could get yourself some more coffee. Oh, I'm gonna have a seat back down. So that's my apartment. Oh, my knee hurts. I worked yesterday and I was kind of tired. Yesterday wasn't a great feeling day. And I don't know, I just kind of felt funky. And then I worked yesterday and I was kind of tired and kind of flat feeling at work, wasn't as excited or motivated. And decided I really needed to take off a day. And there is a shift I could pick up today and I could work today and I do need the money. But I'm balancing the thought of needing money and the thought of needing some rest. And I'm waffling back and forth on that. So haven't decided yet if I'm gonna opt for rest. But rest for me means, I don't know what I'll do. I look great. Well, thank you. And Kate, thank you so much for sending me $1. I don't know this Kate, but Kate sent me $1. That was very kind of her. What kind of, let's see, can I make instant coffee? No coffee maker needed, just hot water. Well, JV Joe, if that pleases you. I am from Nepal. Can you please say Chiron? The dude says no pain, no gain, but you decide. Well, the dude, you're right about that. But I'm in pretty darn good shape. And I think you do need to balance rest, whether it's working out or even work and rest. And yesterday during the day, oftentimes I'll work late. I didn't get home till 10 o'clock last night. And I woke up at, 4:45 this morning. So I guess I don't know. I'm not too concerned. It's nice having choices. It's nice being able to. Am I paying a mortgage at the moment or am I renting? I'm renting an apartment. How old are my kids? 2.5, 4, 16, and almost 19. Why did I cover my coffee mug? Keep the coffee warm. Kind of like humans, most of the heat escapes from our head. Most of the heat comes out the top. So I'm keeping my coffee warm as best I can with this little Starbucks lid. They're kind of nice. If I wanted, maybe there's a little sip hole in it right here. I don't know if you can see the sip hole. Probably drink right out of the sip hole. Do I have 4 kids? Somebody's 19. Hang in there, buddy. Just a few more years to retirement. Hang in there. Hang in there seems so barely making it. I don't think I'm hanging in there or waiting for retirement. I'm enjoying what I do, and I'm enjoying the life I live, and feel good about that. Don't really plan on retiring. Honestly, I think long term, my I think coffee with Ken is what I'm meant to do, what God put me on the earth to do, to share experiences, share stories, share an hour in the morning while drinking some coffee. And I plan to be doing this when I'm old and gray. I don't know if I'll ever be gray. I shave my head. But I'm not planning on retiring. Who was better, wife one or wife two? Not going to make any statement about that. 4 kids are all right as long as you can financially support them. I mean, it's a struggle. It is a struggle. There's no doubt about it. Where am I located? I'm in Wisconsin. How much would a rent or mortgage payment on an apartment be? This apartment, I think, in downtown Naperville, where I was living 2 months ago, would probably cost $2,500. Certainly over $2,000. And I don't think there's anything as cool as this in downtown Naperville. There's some probably fancier places, but they're probably $3,000. But just in terms of the age and the big windows and the location of this and the high ceilings, I think it make it pretty special. But where I'm at, I'm paying $1,100. Well, I got behind. Lots of older adults are in the same boat as me. Well, I like my boat. I mean, outside of being financially pressed, but I'm not in a panic about it. I mean, there were times I was in a panic about it. But I have a job that I enjoy, that I'm pretty good at, that covers the bills, and I mean, barely covers the bills. You know, it's a struggle, but I don't mind the struggle. I think the struggle makes us stronger. I don't know. Gives us character. $2,500 buys a lot of groceries. It sure does. Conversion to pounds, well. Well, a couple people are saying the U.S. is expensive. Maybe. I will give you $100 billion if you drink your coffee in 1 minute. Well, I don't think you'll really give me $100 billion. I don't even really want $100 billion. What would be the perfect amount of money for me? Like if I won the lottery, I think I'd almost be disappointed because I don't know. I like kind of clawing my way. I almost feel like I cheated and I won the game on luck. Not that life's really a game, but I kind of think of it as playing Monopoly or whatever. And I want coffee with Ken to grow. And I want to be financially independent on my own. And if I had $100 billion, I'd have no need for money and no care in the world as far as financial. It would almost feel like a letdown. So the perfect amount of money for me, I mean, I wouldn't want over 50 grand, I don't think. With 50 grand, I could put that to good use, but still need to scratch and claw my way to the top of the mountain. But anything more than 50 grand, I'd feel like I'm cheating. $10 million will be perfect for you. Buy a house, a car, and then retire, and that's it. I don't want to retire. Perhaps you're missing the story. I don't have any. What would I do with retirement? Go fishing? Play with my kids? I mean, yeah, I'd like to play with my kids, but they have their own lives to lead. They have school to go to and people to meet and their own lives to lead. Go fishing, go golfing. I mean, honestly, I could go fishing or golfing today and still work tonight. Go on a holiday. Yeah. Buy a boat. The best boat is it's good to know a person with a boat. I don't want a boat. I got a big river that I could walk to. It's probably got some great fishing in it, and still haven't tried that out. Need to get a Wisconsin fishing license. Kind of excited about that. Got a library card from Appleton, Wisconsin. You can see the library. It's right over there. It's extremely nice. 55 plans on volunteering when they retire. Thomas said, you can still work if you have $10 million. The difference is if you lose your job, you're perfectly okay and you don't have to retire because you got $10 million. Well, that's true. I do realize the fragility of my financial situation. If I got injured and couldn't go to work or got fired or quit or whatever, or sick, my financial situation is a bit more precarious than I'd like, but I'm okay with that. The dude gave up fishing because it's a scam. I don't know that fishing is a scam. Somebody subscribed to my channel. Well, thank you so much. From Chiron. Am I pronouncing it right? Is it Chiron or is it Chiron? Man, if I was a multimillionaire, I'd forget I'm rich because of my memory loss and continue to be stressed. I think we'd all be stressed if we had $1 million or not. I don't think... I think if we weren't stressed about money, our mind is programmed to be stressed about something else. Taxes or furniture, or insurance, or our health, or the weather. Hello, TK Edits. TK Edits wanted a shout out. JV Joe was watching a Wisconsin. Chiron is where you are from. Well, welcome. $1 million will not make me or break me. Yeah, but if I had $1 million, okay, do I have to pay taxes? We'll assume it's $1 million after taxes. I'd probably need to send, I don't know. I don't know what the courts would say, but I'd say probably 300 grand off in child support. I'm making that number up, but it seems maybe what they might say. That leaves me 700 grand. I could buy all the house I'd ever want in Wisconsin where I'm living for 350 grand. That leaves me 350. Yeah, I mean, it would go quickly, but I'd have a house, my ex-wives and my kids would be fairly well taken care of, and I'd keep working. You were watching a Wisconsin fishing channel on YouTube fishing channel. Huh. What's the time now? It is 6:26 a.m. No, I didn't say I owe 300 grand in child support. I said if I got $1 million, I believe I would probably need to send some to my children. Let's see. Somebody subbed. Well, I appreciate you subbing. Kyle, tell your 4-year-old Coffee with Ken said hello to them. What is the reason for divorce? Are you saying specifically for me? Or in life in general? What is the reason for divorce? It's a complicated issue that I don't know if I'm going to dive into right now. Mismatched relationships, possibly. Let's see. Let's see. Any suggestions on plantar fasciitis? Rest, ice, ibuprofen. I think those were pretty good answers. Somebody said he isn't a doctor. I think those were pretty good answers. I actually know what plantar fasciitis is. Let's see. What are your thoughts on global warming? I'm not sure if I believe in it. Hello from India. Is there a place called India, Canada? No one heard from you ever again. I don't know what that means. I have betrayed us, TK. Well, yeah, I used to be a runner. I think I used to suffer with plantar fasciitis. It's where your arches are sore. Let's see. Why did I divorce my wifey? Well, I don't think we were a good match. I don't think either of my wives were good matches for me or I for them. My first wife is remarried, I think happily, to a nice guy named Joe. And I think they get along real well and they have a lot of the same aspirations and dreams and seem to do real well together. My second wife and I think probably got married for the wrong reasons and should never really have been in a relationship together. I don't think we were a good match at all. What was it like being a stunt double for Bruce Willis? Can I give you a shout out if I sub? I don't want you to subscribe to my channel because I give you a shout out. I want you to subscribe to my channel because you like my content, because you enjoy hearing me talk and drink coffee in the morning. Was drugs a problem? I mean, I used to drink every day, but I don't think that was, to be honest, people often will say, oh, it's because you drink every day or you smoke pot every day. Honestly, I think a bigger reason for me getting divorced the second time was stopping. Two marriages is nothing today. Many have had 3 or more. Well, I don't want 3 or more. I didn't want 2. My dream was to be happily married and tuck the kids into bed and be as hands-on and loving of a dad as I could. I still think that's what the future holds for me with my little ones. Because I think they need to know their dad loves them and plays with them and is fun and laughs and tickles them. And that's what I plan to do. Do I want a third marriage? Go to Thailand or Bali. I'm going to get a chick. I'm not desperate to get a chick. I think most of my life, and this might be the cause of my divorces, I was desperate to have a wife or have somebody in my life or have somebody that I thought would fulfill me. And I think I found fulfillment within. I don't know if it's because I've been going to church or I stopped drinking or I stopped smoking pot or what, but I don't think I need a wife or a woman in my life. I mean, I hope to have one someday. I think it'd be nice to have a friend, a lover, which I think is a funny word, somebody to go to a movie with or go out to dinner with, or maybe just go for a walk and hold hands or go to the coffee shop and drink some coffee with. Yeah. Let's see. At least you're working and paying child support. That is so important. Well, okay. Well, thank you. My wife, that's not nice. I don't know why I need a monk. And I do need some more coffee. Do you guys want to keep talking for a little bit longer? I might. We got a great audience. We got 69 people. I'm only moving my head up. I don't know if you guys can see it up here. It says how many people are watching and how many thumbs up, and I got $1. Somebody gave me $1. That was very kind. We've got 32 likes and 62 people watching. We have a great audience. So I'm going to go get some more coffee. I'll be right back. Excuse me. Do-do-do. Ba-do-do. Ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba. So it's Tuesday morning. Haven't gotten a lot of sleep. And drinking my coffee, and it looks cold and wet outside, and I'm not scheduled for work today. There are shifts I could pick up. I do need money. Again, I do need rest. My body's sore. I haven't slept too much. But I don't have a whole heck of a lot going on. I don't really know anybody in Wisconsin. I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it up here. If the weather was a little nicer, I might try my luck at fishing. But until that, somebody asked earlier, what is the happiest I've been since I've been here? I think since I came to Wisconsin, not every moment's been perfect, but I feel I'm making progress every day, and I'm moving forward every day, and I'm getting financially more healthy. I'm getting dietetically more healthy. I've been eating more fruit and more protein over the last, certainly since I got this apartment. I've been working out pretty consistently, and that feels good. And I've been working a ton, and I've been building Coffee with Ken. The job I have, although it pays okay, not great, but it pays okay. If I max out the number of hours they let me work, it'll cover my financial responsibilities and keep a roof over my head, which is important, but it won't do a whole lot beyond that. And therefore, I think it's important for me to continue editing videos and going live every day and growing Coffee with Ken. We're coming up on 6,500 subscribers here on YouTube, and that feels good. I know every day I get more views on my videos and a little more revenue created, and certainly going in the right direction. But I need to keep working on this and working on myself and eating an apple, an orange, a banana, and some protein every morning, and getting better physically and mentally and spiritually and someday relationship-wise. Somebody said they just got that short on their feed. I don't know what short you're talking about. If you subscribe to my page, I post a lot of videos. I don't know. I think it's what I'm supposed to do. If I talk live for an hour, it usually takes me about 3 hours to edit that live video. And every morning there's a few good nuggets I say. If you clip and listen to the whole video, and you find something funny or inspirational or motivational that I say every day when I'm drinking coffee that I think provides value to somebody. Somebody said black olives matter. It's Fred. I do love black olives. It's in the grocery store. I thought about picking up a can of them. Let's see. This is where the side gig of finding good clickbait. Outrageous beliefs and scandalous videos will be my winning lotto. Let's see. I don't know if I'm planning to do outrageous videos. You know, if they come out, or scandalous beliefs. You know, I said I'm not sure I believe in global warming. I have my thoughts. I talk about whatever I want to talk about. I don't think anything I say is scandalous. Yeah. Opinions on Trump. He's certainly making the political environment in the United States a lot more interesting. I think the country was a mess, and I think changes needed to be made. And although I'm not sure we're going in the right direction, I don't know if tariffs are good or bad. I have a hunch the United States was getting screwed over on a bunch of different trade deals with all sorts of countries. For some reason, we've decided we were going to be the protector of the world and cover everybody's, you know, defense or provide for the world. And I think there's a cost to that, and the cost is $40 trillion in debt. And I think steps needed to be taken, and steps are being taken. I'm not sure they're in the right direction. Trump's pretty good for the news, and he certainly makes things more interesting. And I like that we changed the direction we were going. I didn't like the last 4 years. I thought we were putting emphasis on the wrong things, on making the government bigger, and sucking the will of the people out. So I like the changes that have been made. Hello, John B. How are you? Let's see. Somebody has a hunch that the Bears will suck again. Well, if they do, what's super nice about being in Wisconsin is I can just cheer for the Packers. I'd like to go to Lambeau Field and watch a Packers game. Let's see. You know God does care, though. God does care. Yeah. Messi or Ronaldo? Messi. Somebody said Trump is good, but the staff is dumb. I don't think his staff is dumb. I think they're interesting. I'll tell you what, the press secretary, she's a attractive blonde woman. She's tough. She's tough. And it's funny, they say things that don't seem politically polished, for sure. But they're interesting. What are my thoughts on today's feminist woman? I think I would probably not marry or date an ultra-feminist woman. But I don't care if somebody wants to be a feminist over there. Just mentioning feminist to me seems to be putting them in a box. Just putting them over there and not over here with me, us, and separating them from me because they're feminists. I wouldn't describe myself as a masculinist or a manist or anything like that. A macho guy. I'm just a guy trying to make the best decisions and make my life better as much as I can and the world a little bit better. And almost the term, to me, feminist, seems to be divisive. Somebody says J.D. Vance is a weirdo. I've been impressed with J.D. Vance. I think he did a great job in the debate against whatever that guy was from Minnesota, and he has been impressive from what I've seen. Trump is actually good, but following him blindly is not patriotic. Well, yeah, wouldn't want to follow anybody blindly. China or Japan, bro? I'm not sure. why I would be picking China or Japan. For what? In the World Cup? In the Olympics? Politically? Economically? I think economically, they both seem to have things working. I'm betting, and I don't know, I've never been to either, but I'm betting both of them are societies that put a lot of emphasis on education and probably are pretty good, are pretty economically strong. What do you think about the existence of a God? Ginger or Marianne? Marianne. Hello, Anonymous. How are you? Hmm. 64 people watching. 35 thumbs up. Let's see. Why do I belch so much during my show? I don't know. Because I'm drinking coffee. Let's see. He could have graduated with several years of experience and possibly more from high school or even middle school. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, but you're typing a lot. Your name is long. I am in the Illuminati. What happened to my hair? It fell out. Yes, coffee and chatting is what's up. Let's see. Do I have curtains or vertical blinds? Neither. Aren't they horizontal blinds? Aren't they horizontal? I mean, I think I have horizontal blinds. Yeah, they go like this. And I turn the things on the side and then they go like this. So I think I have horizontal blinds, but thank you for asking. I keep them up because I just think the windows are beautiful in here. When it gets warmer outside and the sun's out, it's going to become very warm in the apartment unless I shut the blinds, so I'm sure I will. Yeah. Well, okay. What is my hair routine? Horizontal blinds. What do I do for life? What does any of us do for life? That's such a big thought. I love when British people talk. My favorite with a U in it. I think it's adorable. Spelling favorite with a U. I am probably an investment banker. I am probably an investment banker. Perhaps I am. Restore will let me make payments on furniture. Yeah, but honestly, Restore is so cheap, I wouldn't need to make payments. The issue with me and Restore is I don't want soft furniture from a second-hand store at all, or a thrift shop, because I don't know. I'm looking forward to buying a brand new couch, brand new rug, brand new TV, and then I'll pretty much have all I need, and I can get those things for less than $1,000. So I'm pretty content at doing what I am and going the direction I am and saving up. Will Trump ruin the relationship of us with global world? No. 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 Again, I think our relationship with a lot of the world was dependent on us being financially supportive of the rest of the world. And, I don't know if what we're doing right now is right, but I think things are changing. And maybe Trump's saying, to heck with the markets, to heck with even short-term economy. We need to change this and stop being maybe such a nice guy. I don't know if the United States is looked at as a nice guy, but I know when a country needs money, we give it to them. Let's see. Somebody is from Bulgaria. Does Bulgaria still exist, or did that break up into, I don't know, Slavic states? Is there still a Bulgaria? I would have thought Bulgaria went the way of Yugoslavia and became a bunch of different smaller states. I don't know, though. Bulgaria's still there. All right, well, my apology to the Bulgarians of the world. It's a beautiful country. Oh, I'm not doubting that it is. In your time zone, it's the evening of Tuesday, and the current time is 5:20. Well, that's interesting, because it's 6:50 here. And again, I learned doing this show a couple months ago that there's like some half time zones when it's, there's half time zones. Do I think the stock market will continue to go down, or are we in the green? I think the market's going to hit new recent lows. Yeah, I think the market will hit new lows. I know it's been up the last few days because, honestly, it sounds like Trump's easing his stance on some tariffs on certain things. But I think the market's definitely going to hit a new low, a new recent low. Let's see. Where am I from? I'm from Wisconsin. I am from Wisconsin. And it is about 6:50 in the morning. And we've had a fantastic audience today. And I've talked for just over an hour. It's Tuesday morning. It's April 15th. I did my taxes about 6 weeks ago. And feels good to not have to worry about that. Feels great to not have to worry about that. For so many years, I'd wait till tax day to do them and delay it, and then realize it wasn't that big of a deal. Realized it wasn't that big of a deal to get them done. But it feels good to have them done. What are my thoughts on reparations? I don't understand them. I don't understand reparations. That's all the thoughts I'm going to be given right now, because I'm kind of winding down and probably going to take one more swig of coffee and probably sign off. Why are my ears like that? I don't know what you mean. I don't know any other way my ears would be. I hear ears grow as we get older. So maybe my ears are like this because I'm 56 and they're growing. Eventually they're going to become like elephant ears and I'll be able to flap them. Ward off mosquitoes with my ears. But anyway, I so appreciate you for joining me today. And I hope if you're new to my page, you subscribe. If you like it, if you don't, don't. But I go live every morning. I drink some coffee and I talk just like this about things, about life, about maybe world events, about nothing at all. But I appreciate you for hopping on today. I am looking forward to my Tuesday. I don't know if I'm going to pick up another work shift or not. Don't know if I'm going to work out or not. I'm going to do my best to take deep breaths and live in the moment and enjoy my coffee and be thankful. And I hope you do the same. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Hope your week started off well yesterday. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you are loving yourself. I hope you are forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.